Some things are worth arguing about. Some things are worth the debate. Sometimes they're not things we should be arguing about. Sometimes we just should let them go. There's many important issues out there in society, like what should we do to care for our environment and climate change, and what about asylum seekers? How should we look after them while protecting our borders? Many big issues that are always, always being debated. We never quite seem to come to a clear answer. Why do you think that is, Brooke?
Very good question, Tom. I think it's probably a lot to do with the fact that we all have very different opinions and different understanding levels of what would be a good thing. And unfortunately, sometimes with those bigger things, and people hesitate and second guess. And so they're not really keen to commit to something, especially if it has a long timeline. They kind of feel like, oh, well, if I give all this to this, then maybe we've gone the wrong road. And so people are always hedging, I think, with those sorts of big kind of
No one's ever quite sure.
Yeah.
And you often make mistakes when you think this is the way we should go, this is our definite path.
Yep.
It's got to be within community that our understanding of the world is shaped.
Yep.
That we can't just read something on the internet and expect to have a full knowledge of the topic.
Yes.
I find, even in learning situations, it's not just the presentation of the educator. It's within the discussion groups that I think most of the understanding in the group comes.
And seeing people living out a certain way helps you to understand, if there is bias there. It's very hard to pick up bias just from a text.
Yep.
You've got to be around.
Even just before we were talking about different words we'd use.
Yes.
And you said, well, that word has a certain connotation. It means more to different people. So we test truth, bounce it off each other.
Yeah.